So Dennis, we go into these projects, we're working with people, all sorts of different businesses in manufacturing, and they all have different processes. I'd like to talk a little bit about like, what is that process, like mapping those processes out? Like, what does that look like? What is the importance? How do we help people uncover? What I'm kind of leading you here is I've been a part of projects where I've came in and somebody said, well, this is what I do.
Yeah.
And we got in there and it was kind of right, but not really right. And then we really had to kind of help them. Not only like the ERP became almost a second thing that we were doing. The first was to really understand what was actually going on and how it was working.
Yeah, let's dive into that a little
that'd be
bit.
awesome.
So one thing I think of, first of all, we're going to map your process. It's critically important who you have in the room participating in that. So we've seen instances where middle management or leaders of the company think they know the process, and they come in and we map exactly what they say. But then later in the project or later in the meeting, depending on when these people get involved, the actual users give us a very different perspective on what the process is. We've also seen different users from different functional areas or the same functional area have different opinions on what the process is. So it's important that we map all that. We have to land what the current state is so that we can improve upon it. And so we'll build a process map of how your business operates today. We'll overlay the pain points that you see based on your users' perspectives. We'll talk about how those impact your business and how do we solve for them. Ultimately, if you're doing an as-is process map, you also want to create a to-be process map. So what do we want the process to be, and our goals for addressing those
And those
changes.
are all artifacts the customer keeps.
Yeah, exactly. Those are deliverables from the discovery effort that are yours to take with you.
And they become part of training material. They can become part of your knowledge app. They can become part of your ISO process. Like those are all things that are part of the, yes, we're doing an ERP, but we're doing all of those things to make sure we have it right.
Exactly. And really, it's very common for customers to learn things they did not know when they have their users opening up and talking about how things actually work on the floor.
That's fantastic.